fabulous people! Welcome to Montepulciano! If you plan to visit Tuscany, today I'm going to help you plan the most perfect Tuscan getaway, including what to do, what to see, where to eat, and of course, where to do wine tasting in Montepulciano. Now guys, before we begin, you know the drill. Please remember to smack that like button, and if you're new to my channel and my vibe, and the vibe of this channel resonates with you, please consider subscribing. Alright, fabulous people, let's go explore. If you plan to visit Tuscany, a small medieval town of Montepulciano should be an absolute must on your travel itinerary. Standing high atop a hill in southern Tuscany, not too far from Siena, Montepulciano is full of elegant Renaissance palaces, ancient churches, family-owned shops and restaurants, hidden corners, and charming squares. Anywhere you turn, you are surrounded by breathtaking views of the countryside, covered by vineyards that produce the world-famous Vino Nobile di Montepulciano. In fact, if you're a wine lover like myself, you should definitely put Montepulciano at the top of your Tuscany bucket list to explore some of the most beautiful underground cellars in the world and sample the region's highly rated varieties. An ideal spot to start your exploration of Montepulciano is Piazza Grande, located at the highest point in Montepulciano. For centuries, it served as the setting for main events in town, as well as a meeting spot for its residents. If you're a fan of the Twilight movie series, this is the piazza that was featured in New Moon. And I strongly recommend exploring the oldest church in town, the Church of Sant'Agostino. Founded in 1285 and restored in the 15th century, it houses numerous important works of art. And of course, the Church of the Madonna di San Biagio. Built between 1518 and 1540, it's considered a true masterpiece of Italian Renaissance architecture. Well guys, what can I say? Montepulciano is such a cute little charming town. It is going to steal your heart, I guarantee you that. Now, it is quite walkable, so you will be able to walk the entire town, and it is very small, so you will see it in about 40 minutes, an hour. If you plan on staying at Montepulciano for a couple of days or a few days like myself, then in my opinion, it's going to be more about the activities, the experiences that you're going to have at Montepulciano, like for example, visiting different wineries, doing wine tasting, enjoying different restaurants, doing horseback riding, visiting farms, all this kind of beautiful things that make Montepulciano so unique, so charming, so romantic, and of course, I will share all those experiences with you. If you're wondering where to stay in Tuscany, or Montepulciano in particular, allow me to introduce you to Stelle di Monte, one of the most exclusive, private, and romantic places in Tuscany. This elegant, adult-only retreat lies less than a mile away from the historic center of Montepulciano, right in the heart of the Tuscan countryside. The lovely ancient farmhouse, built over a period of 400 years, didn't even have a roof when the current owners, Igor and Natalie, fell in love with it and decided to bring it back to life. This project was a true labor of love for them, and it shows. The now fully restored farmhouse offers 5 stunning rooms and suites, each with its own private entrance, traditional Tuscan architecture with wooden beams and terracotta, and magnificent views of the Tuscan hills or Montepulciano town. Besides breathtaking views, impeccable customer service, ideal location, and stunning rooms, there is one more exclusive thing that only guests of this retreat can enjoy: a dining experience in a private cellar. Tonight, I'm having dinner at this private wine cellar that is part of the experience when you're staying at the hotel, and hosts were so gracious to invite me to this exclusive experience, and I cannot wait to share it with you. The cellar itself is definitely worth exploring. The owners did an incredible job preserving some of its unique parts. The origin date of the cellar remains unknown, but Igor shared with me that the historian of Montepulciano speculates that the structure of the cellar dates all the way back to the Etruscan period. Guys, how special is this place? I just can't stop exploring every single room in this wine cellar, and let's be honest, probably this one is my favorite one. But guys, if you're coming to Montepulciano, having a dinner here is an absolute must. After exploring the cellar, it was time for dinner. I heard so many incredible things about Chef Igor, and I couldn't wait to dive into the experience and try some of his famous dishes. Oh my god, guys, I'm going to fill up on the bread because this bread is one of the best I've ever had. I'm not even exaggerating. And to combine it with an olive oil, I'm not going to be hungry for dinner. I need to stop. Trained with Michelin-starred chefs, for nearly 30 years, Igor worked in 5-star luxury hotels in Italy and all over the world. He came back to his home country with a large set of cooking techniques and fresh take on Italian cuisine. Like a true Italian chef, Igor puts a strong emphasis on local ingredients of the season, using only the freshest and the finest for all of his dishes.
So this one is culurgione pasta, which is a ravioli. Inside we have some ricotta and pumpkin, some salted mushroom. Then we have outside we have some salted with cinnamon, sage, butter, some amaretti, and black truffle. Please enjoy.
As the evening drew to a close, one thing was certain. I would come back to Montepulciano to stay at Stelle di Monte and to have this experience again and again. The ambience, attention to every detail, the flavors, the perfect pairing of wine. This evening will live forever in my memory. The next day, I woke up to the sounds of nature, incredible views of Montepulciano town, smell of freshly brewed coffee, and a homemade breakfast. At that point, I was starting to contemplate moving to Tuscany for good. If you are a foodie like myself, you owe it to yourself to try the chef's special, Stelle di Monte eggs, a true breakfast masterpiece. Now, if you're wondering how to plan your days in Montepulciano and what are some of the best things to do in Tuscany, I got you. My first stop of the day is Fattoria Madonna della Querce. Guys, I brought you to such a special place, and I'm not going to spoil the surprise, but I will have Roberto, the owner, tell you all about this place himself. Roberto himself, as I promised. And Roberto, tell us about your special place.
Okay, my farm in this place, Montepulciano, and I have Cinta Senese pigs, typically Tuscany bred. The Cinta Senese pigs, it's a typically Tuscany pigs, black with a white belt across the body.
Robertos Farm, set in the heart of Tuscany, is a special place where everyone, no matter the age, can feel like a kid again. From playing with Cinta Senese and Grigio della Querce pigs, having a picnic under centuries-old olive trees, to enjoying breathtaking views over Montepulciano, and having lunch with the fresh ingredients straight from the farm.
This is my wine. I make with Sangiovese and Merlot grapes. This is Ribolita. Ribolita is old soup made with old bread and vegetables. The main vegetables it's black cabbage.
Black cabbage.
There is onions, beans, carrots, green bean, and other vegetables. Our olive oil. and you try.
Roberto keeps feeding me.
Allora, this is a plate with cinta senese salami, and you have prosciutto, lard, rolled bacon, imbrogliona, it's salami with white fennel inside, loin, prosciutto by shoulder, lard, classic salami, and dry sausage. Okay. You have a cheese. This is a pecorino di pienza cheese made with the sheep milk, and have three kind. Okay, Anastasia. I have Cantucci and Vinsanto. Cantucci, it's a cookie with almond inside, and you must dip in Vinsanto. Wait 3-4 seconds, and next, eat.
Roberto, do you realize I will never eat again after this? This is my last supper.
Okay.
Guys, when you come to eat at Roberto, make sure you do not eat.
Yes.
Don't eat. Don't skip breakfast, right, Roberto?
You must be hungry when you come to me.
This is the most incredible experience. If you love animals, you have to come here because this is one of a kind experience. I'm all covered in mud, in saliva, in everything, but I'm the happiest. I'm absolutely the happiest. The entire experience will put such a huge smile on your face. If you want to connect with animals, connect with nature, taste the most incredible wine and food, this experience is an absolute must. Overwhelmed with joy, it was time for me to take a long bath and get ready for the evening in Montepulciano town, as I had more special places to share with you. All right, fabulous people, if you want to know where is the best place to do wine tasting in Montepulciano, follow me. Right in the heart of Montepulciano's historic center, you will find the Richie Winery, which gives life to one of the most famous Italian wines, Vino Nobile di Montepulciano. I heard so much about this cellar that I couldn't wait to see it with my own eyes and, of course, share this experience with you. This is supposed to be one of the most beautiful wineries in the world. The first thing you notice as you walk inside is the resemblance of the winery to a Gothic cathedral. In fact, the family affectionately calls their cellar the cathedral in memory of its origins. With respect to the philosophy of great red wines and the aging process, here you will find rows of gigantic Slavonian oak barrels, perfectly preserved with thousands of liters of Vino Nobile inside. Guys, look at the size of this room. This is absolutely incredible. You have to see it with your own eyes. Wow, just wow. The winery stretches between numerous caves and underground tunnels dug underneath the so-called Sasso of Montepulciano, a tufaceous soil that with careful ventilation creates ideal temperature and humidity conditions for wine year-round. Guys, if you have one winery to choose from to explore and to do wine tasting, I definitely recommend this winery. It is truly one of a kind. Just so you know, the entire tour of the winery will take about an hour. And after that, of course, you'll be able to do wine tasting where you will have an option to choose to do either 3 wines or 6 wines. Of course, I went for 6 wines, which I strongly recommend to you guys because all the wines were just excellent. And after that, you will also have an option to have those wines shipped to you internationally, even to the US, Canada, Australia, etc. If you would like to stay for dinner in Montepulciano town and enjoy a traditional Tuscan dinner with a modern twist, then I recommend L'Altro Cantuccio. Guys, this is probably the first time where I come to the restaurant and they actually have a water menu. Guys. The menu offers a wide variety of traditional Tuscan dishes like pici al ragù, Florentine steak, and yet every plate offers a unique combination of tradition and modernity that can impress even the pickiest eater. Alright, fabulous people, thank you so much for watching this Tuscany travel guide. Now, before you go and start packing for Italy, please remember to smack that like button. And if you're new to my channel and my vibe, and the vibe of this channel resonates with you, please consider subscribing. And I truly hope to see you all in my next video.